Hey, welcome to Mike's Mortgage Minute. I'm Mike Bertolami from Monument Mortgage. If you're a buyer, now is the time you want to prepare for the spring market. The very first thing you want to do is find out what you qualify for. Lending guidelines change all the time. So if you've already bought a home or you think you're fine, it's important to speak to an experienced loan originator to take a pre-qualification. There are so many benefits in doing this. Just to name a few of the important benefits, you're going to find out what you qualify for and are eligible for through the eyes of an underwriter according to the product guidelines. You're going to identify any red flags that may come up unexpectedly in your situation, and you're going to be able to be proactive about game planning on how to proceed rather than react to some unexpected hurdle that comes up later on. And finally, any good realtor's probably not going to start the process of taking you out and looking for homes until you have a pre-qualification from a trusted and qualified and knowledgeable loan originator. Step number 2 is to maintain your credit. Keep paying your bills as you've been paying them. What you always want to avoid is a shock to the system. Credit reports, credit scores, they're not always intuitive. So you basically just want to stay par for the course. A good loan originator is going to discuss your credit in detail and is going to guide you on a course of action if one is needed. Ideally, in a perfect world, you want to avoid any unnecessary inquiries. You also want to try not to open any new lines of credit. However, life goes on. If the situation arises or the opportunity arises to open a new line of credit, you absolutely want to talk to your loan originator to discuss on how it may impact your situation. Otherwise, stay par for the course and keep your credit current. Step 3 is basically to research potential areas. Take some time and research the areas that you may be interested in buying. Trulia is a great tool for this. They have a local scoop tab as well as ratings for each town and area. Get a feel for not only what the homes are listing for in the areas you're looking, but what they're selling for, because that will give you a good indication if you are in a realistic range based on what you qualify for. So before you meet with a realtor, you want to have an idea. You want to narrow it down to a few towns or areas that you're interested in. So it's a focused search. And the realtor might be helpful as well, providing some insight on some areas you might not even thought of yet. So that's step number 3. Next up is step number 4. Step number 4 is to find a realtor. You don't want to find any realtor. You want to find a realtor who is experienced, knowledgeable in the areas you are looking, and I think most importantly, you are comfortable with and you can speak freely with. It's a long process, so you want to go along that process with someone that you can speak to freely and you get along with and you really want to work with. A realtor is going to be a buffer in the negotiations. They're also going to have powerful search tools that can help you find properties in the area you're looking for, as well as they might have some insight in some areas that you haven't thought of. Be comfortable with the person you're going to work with. A good realtor can really make the deals. So that's the 4-step prep for buyers for the spring market. I'm Mike Bertolami from Monument Mortgage. This is Mike's Mortgage Minute. Stay tuned. Now let's go prepare for the spring market. Come on.